First one is what? Passage. Short passage or lengthy passage? And what is this passage about? Supply chain. I have a bad throat, bear with that. So I'll read the first question. What is the primary reason for recent global supply chain disruptions? Underline the word disruptions. We have got this word many a time. Interruptions. I think mentioned in the passage, is it labor strikes, COVID-19, geopolitical and climate factors? So what is the answer here? Second option is the answer. Question number 2, the just-in-time model aims to. I think it has been mentioned somewhere in the passage. The first paragraph, last sentence, the just-in-time inventory model which minimizes stock levels to cut costs. Which option talks about that? Minimize inventory to reduce costs. So what is the answer here? This is also an easy one. Question number 3. One consequence of reshoring production. I think somewhere it has been mentioned. Which paragraph is it in? Is it the second one or third one? Last sentence, second paragraph. However, reshoring production may raise costs and affect international trade dynamics. Based on that, can you say first option, second option, third option? What is it? Higher cost for companies. Answer is the third option. Which technology is mentioned as helping supply chain transparency? Blockchain, clearly mentioned in the passage. Question number 5. The passage suggests sustainability concerns. Underline the word sustainability. It has two different meanings. What is the first one? Maintain something, but sustainable goals means what? Thinking of future generations, using resources wisely. Can you say unrelated to supply chains? Focus solely on labor practices. Include environmental and ethical sourcing issues. So what is the answer here? Third option. Question number 6. According to the passage, balancing supply chains requires managing what? Cost, speed, labor, you can consider. Can you say automation and outsourcing? No. Technology, finance and marketing, you can consider. Production, advertising and delivery, you can consider. But what is the last one? Efficiency, resilience, cost and sustainability. So what is the answer? The last option is the answer. I hope last was those guys. Are you following? Which of the following is not mentioned as a disruption cause? Pandemic mentioned, not mentioned. Geopolitics mentioned. Natural disasters mentioned. Have they talked about cyber attacks? So what is the answer? Supply shocks they have mentioned. Have you chosen that? Choose a word that is opposite in meaning to scramble. All of you write the word scrambled. Scrambled what? Oh, right sentence. What are scrambled sentences? Words are shuffled. Parajumbled sentences are shuffled. Scrambled sentence, what do they shuffle? Words are shuffled. That is one meaning, scrambled sentence. But scramble, another meaning, please write to rush. A rush for something. We use the word scramble. Scramble for something means what? A rush for something. Have you got that meaning? Based on that, they want same or opposite. Can you say hesitate? You can consider that one. Can you say relax? Hold that one. 1 and 2 can be considered. Can you say organize? No. Simplify? No. Deliberate? No. Is it hesitate or relax? Rush, opposite, cool, you relax. So what is the answer based on that? Same meaning, turbulent. Turbulent we have got many a time. Positive or negative? disturbed. What is the other word you have to recollect? Please write, very good. Write the word turmoil. Turmoil also means the same, turbulence. Political turmoil, political turbulence. Also write the word tumult. Have you heard of this? Same meaning, tumultuous situation means disturbing situation. Copied? They want same or opposite. Negative word, can you use a positive word like harmonious? Harmonious means what? Please write, no discord. Discord means disturbance. No disturbance, harmonious relationship. No discord. Chaotic, we have got so many times. Confusing, not confusing. Peaceful, these are all positive words. Predictable, you can think, tell the future, but not relevant here. Stable, no. So what is the answer? Select the option that fits in the blank given in the sentence. Where is the sentence? Increasing domestic production capabilities and in digital technologies. Can you say investing, incurring, indulging, intervening? What is the word? Investing in digital technologies. So answer is the fifth option. But what is the meaning of infest? Please write. Infest goes more with right, pests. You all know pests. A lot of pests attack, infested by pests. What are the other words we'll check? What is the next one here? Incur. Write one combination, incur. As prospective bankers, you have to know. Incur losses means what? Experience losses. He has incurred heavy losses means what? He has got heavy losses. What is the next? Have you copied that? What is the next one here? Indulge is an important word. Indulge means to get involved. But there is other connotation. There are other connotations. When some people, they indulge in pleasures, that means they drink, they have the best food, they dance, they want the pleasures. And they think life is only to enjoy. They indulge in worldly pleasures. What is the word for those people? Very good. Please write the word hedonist. Always indulging in worldly pleasures. Another word is there. What is that word? Please write the word Epicurean. Hedonist, Epicurean. These people, they always indulge in sensual pleasures, worldly pleasures. Have you guys got the meaning? Important words I've given many a time. What is the next word here? Intervene means what? Interfere, obviously. Investing, simple word. Over. How many questions? Who has got all the 10 correct? Wonderful. 7 plus, you should be extremely happy. Almost all. Very good. Anything wrong? Today I have a bad throat, so I'm trying to manage. What is this about close test? Mental health. In our country, imagine someone is not well. He goes to a psychiatrist. Next day gets a label. What is the tag he or she gets? He has become mad. Could be some small issue also, but there's write the word taboo. Have you heard of this? Taboo means what? Prohibition. Stigma, also write the word stigma. Something considered bad. Stigma. We don't feel like seeing a psychiatrist. That concept is not part of our culture. But Western countries, they have the family doctor and they visit psychiatrists, not too often, sometimes they do. And nothing wrong. Society does not look down upon those people, and no one tries to isolate them or try to avoid them. That is natural. But in our country, is it the same case? Quite opposite. I think this is about that. Rising awareness, please underline rising awareness of raise, we have got so many times, I'm sure you all know the difference. Rising awareness of mental health has encouraged many to seek Seek what? Can you say minor? Thank you. Treatment, confusion, rejection, avoidance, criticism. Seek what? Treatment and support, naturally. Despite progress, stigma, underline the word stigma, I've just given you. Stigma means no social approval. When people do something, society does not approve, then we say there is a stigma on them, on that profession. If you take a profession like scavenging, you all know, I have told many a time, does a society accept scavenging as a profession? Do people interact with scavengers? Why? There's a stigma against them. Have you got the meaning? Okay. Same thing with mental health also. Stigma remains what sort of a barrier? Underline the word barrier. Can you say minor barrier? Significant means what? Important. Hold that one. Can you say irrelevant barrier? Simple, optional. So what is the answer? Important barrier, significant barrier, preventing individuals from accessing care. Mental health conditions can, underline the helping of can. After the helping of can, we need a verb. It should be in which form? Bare infinitive. So, I think all are in bare infinitive. Your grammar knowledge does not help. What is the first one here? Can affect all age groups. You have to be convinced, hold that one. Can you say can isolate, can recover, can dismiss, can prevent? No. Can affect all age groups and backgrounds. That doesn't matter. Have you chosen that one? Yet, effective interventions, okay, all age groups and backgrounds, yet effective interventions exist. Schools, workplaces and communities must do what? Can you say reject? Implement, underline the word inclusive policies. Policies takes which verb? Implement policies. Can you say ignore? Complicate, discourage, all irrelevant. Next one. And promote open dialogues. Continued education and funding are, you have to think of words like essential, indispensable, vital, crucial, important. So what is the very first word? Hold that one. Can you say are negligible, optional, harmful, irrelevant? All these options are irrelevant except which one? First one. This is, it is a live session, I don't want to say. Shall I continue? I met one guy, a regular student. I asked him, how come you are leaving? He said, sir, paper is very easy. You all agree or disagree? Today's paper is an easy paper, and no wonder if someone gets 30 out of 30. And let us go to idioms. What is the first one here? He decided to bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Imagine someone shoots and you try to bite the bullet. You're daring and dashing or not? Okay. Can you say postpone? Avoid. So you try to bite the bullet. That means brave or not brave. So what is the answer? Confront bravely. The CEO's plan was a double-edged sword that could both help and harm. Here itself you see the answer. Help positive, harm negative. Then can you say one-sided benefit? Can you say risky advantage? A complicated issue with pros and cons. Underline pros and cons. Both positive aspects and negative aspects. Sure failure or no? So what is the answer? Third one. Investors were advised to keep their eyes peeled for market changes. What is the clue for you? When you are an investor, as an investor, you want to invest, but you have to keep your eyes open, market changes. Based on the market changes, you will decide where to invest, where not to invest. That means keep your eyes and sensors open or not. What is the first one? That means remain watchful. Obviously, hold that one. Can you say ignore trends? Look away, lose interest. So what is the answer here? Remain watchful. That goes with the context. But what is the word here? Peel. Write this, peel off. Brackets, the skin. Peel off the skin means what? Remove the skin. Peel off the outer layer. Remove the outer layer. I'm sure you all know this. Okay. Next one, shall I go to the next one? The negotiations finally hit the nail on the head. What do you understand? Hit the target or not? Did not hit the target. To the point, obviously, with a fair agreement. Missed the points, you cannot say. Solve the problem precisely. Underline the word precisely. Means what? Exactly. Then we say hit the nail on the head. You cannot use a negative word like delayed, complicated. So what is the answer here? The team's success was due to thinking outside the box. Have you heard of this any time? Usually those who get into civil services, and while preparing also, certain books are recommended. Born to Win. Have you heard of that any time? Born to Win. And Dr. Eric Byrne, I think. And also, Thinking Outside the Box, there is one book regarding that also. That is nothing but being creative. Creative means what? Normal thinking or outside thinking? Positive or negative? Then you cannot use the first one. What is the second one? Being creative and innovative. Ignoring advice? No. Working individually? No. Have you guys heard of Shiv Khera, a management guru in our country? Never heard? Once you get the job, try to read. He has written a book. It is about winners. His quote is, winners never do different things. Winners do things differently. Have you heard of that? And it is about winning only, very useful. Don't read now. Once you get the job, you read. Shall I continue? Over. That set is over. Easy or difficult? The company increased the production. It faced shortages. Can you use a word like meanwhile? It talks about the time factor. Nevertheless means what? Write the word however. However, it faced the supply shortages. Contrasting. Increased the production. In spite of that, it faced what? Supply shortages. Seems right. And this also you can consider. The company increased the production. Why? Because it faced supply shortages. Can you use therefore? Can you use as a result? Answer should be second or third, but second option. But nothing wrong with third also. How many of you have chosen the third option? Nothing wrong with third. And key says second one, we don't know the context. It's an isolated sentence. Isolated sentence, you can go for the second one, you can go for the third one. I hope you are listening carefully. And those who have chosen the third option, go ahead with that. Take 1 mark, nothing wrong. Shall I continue? The new policy aims to reduce emissions. It encourages renewable energy use. Related, not related. Add-on or not add-on information. Then what is the word you can think of? Furthermore, hold this one. Is it contrasting? Contrasting? Contrasting. So what is the answer? While inflation is rising, inflation means what? Prospective bankers, you should tell me. Prices going up or coming down? When prices go up, you try to spend more or less. Logically thinking, you spend more or less. Obviously less. But here there is a contrasting word. Underline while and take that one. That is a clue for you. That while here talks about what? Contrast. While inflation is rising, consumer spending continues to grow. That is contrasting, not contrasting. Hold that one. Savings are declining rapidly. No. Unemployment is at an all-time low. No. The stock market is stagnant. No. Interest rates are falling. This is also not correct. I think answer should be the first one based on one word. Which word is that? While inflation is rising, consumer spending continues to grow. That is contrasting. What is the next one about? Given the recent market volatility. Volatile means what? Stable or not stable? Given the recent market volatility, investors, can they be optimistic? Many prefer safer assets, seems right, hold that one. Economic growth is booming? No. Risk taking has increased? No. Prices are stable? No. So what is the answer? Excuse me. So what is the answer here? Second option. The product was launched last month. Sales targets were not met. The key says the first option. Consequently, how they are related, there is no clue because it's a short sentence and no information, complete information. Hold that one. Can you say similarly? But you can consider the third option. And can you say meanwhile? No. In addition, no. It should be either the first one or third one. Those who have chosen the first one, those who have chosen the third one, be happy. You can choose one or three. Both are correct, based on limited information produced over here. Last five, about what? These are all, it's a live session, so neither the CEO nor the employees. What? Now I don't have to speak, you will tell. Was or were? Each of the, what is the subject here? Which part of speech is it? Pronoun. Which type of pronoun? Distributive pronoun. They all, each, either, neither. They always take what? Singular, based on that have or has submitted. The team members, was or were. This is a bit difficult. This is a question of the day. But what is a clue for you? Shall I explain? Too enthusiastic today. Underline would have changed. It is in one part or two parts? Two parts. But you have to touch one part or two parts? Please respond. Only one part. That means nothing wrong over there. And that is a if clause or main clause? Main clause. I've told you guys many a time, don't touch the main clause. But sometimes they make errors. Here nothing wrong. I would have changed. Based on this, main clause you have would plus have plus verb past participle form. That means it is, and underline the word if. If means what? Which topic you have to recollect? Conditionals. Now tell me which conditional it is related to. You have to respond loud and clear. Based on would have changed. Would have changed. Please write past conditional, obviously. I would have informed. He would have won. He would have done. He could. Usually we use would. Sometimes we use could and might also. That means if clause should be in which tense? Past perfect. But here it is in which tense? Past tense. So change it to past perfect. Please write, if I had been in charge. Actually, we need the definite article. If I had been the in charge, underline had been. Had been is which tense? Past perfect. If I had been the in charge, I would have changed the strategy completely. Can you make out now? And make a note, the question is about past conditional. Otherwise, imagine this is one part. Then also there are two errors. Here we have to use if I were in charge, I would do something. That is like imaginary. But here you have to go with the past conditional. Only one part you can touch. Who has got this right? I appreciate. Very good. Next one. This is also a bit difficult. The manager requested, underline the word requested, that the reports, can you say is submitted? Report singular or plural? So what will you say? Are submitted. But here we can also, we don't, because requested is in past. We have to use are or were, that the reports were submitted by Friday, because the reporting verb is in. What is the reporting verb here? Underline that and put a star mark. Babu.